What Hitler's DNA tells us. Hitler's DNA has recently been analysed and has given us conclusions about possible health conditions including his psychopathy. This is not a diagnosis but can determine possible conditions suffered by the evil Fuhrer. Let's break down what the DNA told us. Hitler's DNA showed a very high score in the top 1% for a predisposition to autism, schizophrenia and bipolar disorder. The findings come from a bloodied swatch of fabric that was cut from the sofa in Hitler's bunker. The fabric is 80 years old. The fabric itself was recovered as a souvenir by Colonel Roswell Rosengren of the US Army in Berlin at the close of World War II. We can rule out the conspiracy theory that Hitler had Jewish ancestry. He did not. This is a rumour that has circulated since the 1920s before Hitler took power. Hitler had Kalman syndrome, a genetic disorder that can affect puberty and sexual development. This means that Hitler potentially had a micropenis and that his testicles had not dropped. This could explain the asexual nature of Hitler's personality, described by Sir Ian Kershaw in his biographies of Hitler. It would seem from the DNA that we could assume with high likelihood that Hitler suffered neurological disorders and sexual dysfunctions. Experts stress that a high PRS indicates a predisposition or increased likelihood of condition, not a definitive diagnosis. Even with such high scores, the actual likelihood of being diagnosed with one of the conditions, including autism, is estimated at about 5%. PRS stands for polygeneric risk scores. These are the scores that indicate that Hitler may well have had autism, bipolar and schizophrenia, but it is not a diagnosis.